excellent connection. That's what it says, at least. Are we live, ladies and gentlemen? Hold on, let me rename the live stream. I think I did a little too early. Live stream number 4. We're gonna call this client deliverables and new video up. Come vibe. Today we are editing client work and repurposing long form content. Dope. All right, so we should be live. And I think you should just be seeing my screen. Boom, right here. We're gonna hop right into my project. What we got today. I hope we are live. I'm gonna send the link out to someone just to make sure that we are. Okay. Excellent. Cool, so I have the YouTube live control panel right here, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and share the link out to a couple of my peeps. Just make sure. Alrighty. This is going through. I'll start this up as soon as I get one person to join. Just because I would hate to do a whole video and it ends up not being streamed. So, boom. Send it off to a couple of my friends here. Oh! Not seeing it. Alright, cool. Alright. Boom. I believe we are live. I have one viewer, meaning it's live. Hey. How's the audio? Open studio? Okay. I'm still trying to learn this. Oh, okay, here we go. Now I can see. Looking good. Can you see my comments? Yes, I can. Thank you for the comment, for the engagement. Livy. Cool. I'm just going to try to slide this down somewhere where I can monitor it at the same time while I'm streaming. Boom. All right, cool. I low-key forgot how I did it last time. But okay. Ladies and gentlemen, today I woke up feeling certainly under the weather. And took some time to rest, yet, we still got after it. Still went for a walk, ate some good food, took a little nap, went to the gym, just got back, and now we're gonna hop right into a little focus bout of work and try to get 3 reels done in, let's say, under an hour 30 in 90 minutes. I think that's a good goal. These reels are essentially already kind of like, I already can visualize them in my head how they can be, which is great. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. The first one is going to be one for a law firm. The second one is going to be for this real estate firm, and it is going to be a reel promoting their Toys for Tots event, their Christmas event. And then the last one, I'm going to repurpose a short form piece of content from my video that just dropped, Camera Movements Guide, the ultimate camera movements guide. Yeah, and I'm just gonna pull a little bit of that and try to post it on short form platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and whatnot. So yeah, go check that out if you haven't already. And so basically what I do for my clients is I like to create content calendars, and we've been a little behind, I'm not gonna lie, for this law firm. I just go to Google Sheets. You can use Excel, any platform, any software you want, but it seems to be the easiest for me. So where we left off is the last one we did, I believe, was, let's see here, today is the 17th. So the rollout was supposed to end. We have 2 more to go. So never admit fault. And I can literally just go on my phone and see when the last one was. Awesome, looks good to me, thanks. So yeah, just a real quick cook up session today. And I'm just gonna go on Instagram and go on to Injury Lawyer CT. Falsely accused was the last one we did. So as you can see here, the next one is never admit false. I like to give them, a nice strategy, a nice content calendar that we can go off of, although I am obviously behind, right? So it was supposed to end Sunday. So I'm gonna get this posted for them. I'll give them the link so they can see it in a rough version. And now I'm just gonna sauce it up and finalize it. So never admit faults. Boom.
This is why you should never admit fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault. After an accident, you might be tempted to say, "I'm sorry." But those words can later be twisted into an admission of fault, even if you weren't responsible. Let the investigation play out. Don't speculate. Don't assume. Let us review the facts, the police report, the body-worn camera footage, and the accident reconstruction. We'll do everything we can to make sure we get to the bottom of the truth, because the truth matters, and so does your case.
Looks great as is. So literally all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna find some music to throw over it. I'm gonna go ahead, get on Envato Elements, look up professional, go to music. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Got it. We'll save it to desktop. Save. Boom. Exit out of this. Boom.
This is why you should never admit fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault. After an accident, you might be tempted to say, "I'm sorry," but those words can later be twisted into an admission of fault, even if you weren't responsible. Let the investigation play out. Don't speculate. Don't assume. Let us review the facts, the police report, the body-worn camera footage, and the accident reconstruction. We'll do everything we can to make sure we get to the bottom of the truth, because the truth matters, and so does your case.
Cool. Cut off the end, fade out the ends. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab one from before and just grab this little outro card that I like to use and just slap it at the end there, like right there.
Is your case. Your case.
Boom. And fade that out, and then hitting Shift G, making that a cap, instead of a caption, making it a graphic, so you can play with it.
This is why you should never admit fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault. After an accident, you might be tempted to say, I'm sorry, but those words can later be twisted into an admission of...
So you can see the cuts are a little jumpy, right? So they don't really fade into each other. So the most simple way to make it look less jump cutty is to just punch in and punch out. So that's what I'm gonna do.
This is why you should never admit fault after an accident.
Actually, right when he says this, I want to kind of zoom in. So I'm gonna nest this. I'm gonna throw a transform with motion blur on, and then I'm gonna bring it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames forward. Keyframe the scale. Boom. Go all the way to the beginning. Reverse that, and then easy ease that last one. And then you can even drop down this to make it a little bit more smooth. Just pull that back. And
this is why
boom.
This is why.
And then to sauce it up a little bit more, you can go to if you have a sound effects pack. If you don't, I would highly recommend you do, instead of having to go constantly online and get them. So I just like to use this quick swoosh quick, bam.
This is why.
And then hitting G, putting like a -14 gain.
This is why you should never admit fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault.
And then I like to lock this and this, so when you
At fault after an accident.
So when you make more cuts.
Even if you think an accident, even if you think you might be.
And then you can punch it in maybe a little bit more there. So the beauty about shooting in 4K with a good camera that has good dynamic range is you can punch it in up to 2 times when you set the sequence to a lower resolution. So I'm working in a 1080 sequence. This was shot in 4K, so you can zoom in 2 times the amount.
After an accident, even if you think you might be at fault. After an accident, you might be tempted to say, I'm sorry, but those words can later be twisted.
So let's make it 100. Boom, and then easy peasy.
But those words can later be twisted into an admission of fault, even if you weren't responsible. Let the investigation play out. Don't speculate. Don't assume. Let us review the facts, the police report, the body-worn camera footage, and the accident reconstruction. We'll do everything we can to make sure we get to the bottom of the truth, because the truth matters, and so does your case. Get to the bottom of the truth.
I want to do like a slight zoom in, boom, because the truth matters.
Because the truth matters, and so does your case. This is why you should never admit fault after an accident, even if you think you. This is why you should never.
And then a simple effect when he says never, I'm just going to go ahead and drag on this cross out. Boom. Sometimes it only imports the sound, so you can just come here, click on it, hit F, and then just drag in the video. Go to effects, Ultra key to get rid of that green. Effect controls, get rid of that green.
Should never admit fault after an accident. Never admit fault after.
Do like maybe like a wrong buzzer noise.
Never admit fault. Admit. after an accident. Never admit should
Hello, Journey FPV 2025. This is really interesting, not gonna lie. Awesome, brother. Glad to hear that. Yeah, we're just cooking some, not too late, but it feels late to me. I'm pretty tired, but just trying to get some client work done before I chill for the rest of the day.
you should never admit fault.
So I'm going to, I think I just want this to be smaller, like right when it says never. You should never.
Never admit. You should never admit.
And then we're just gonna boop, fade that out.
Admit fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault. After an accident, you might be tempted to say, I'm sorry. After an accident, at fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault.
Boom. Honestly, I think the music should hit there. So I'm gonna pull this out and see where it kind of picks up at, which should be around right here. Yeah, right there. So you can literally come here to enlarge this and find this point where it hits, and then hit M on your keyboard to make a mark point, and then just drag that over to where you want that. And I want it right after that, like second line there.
Fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault.
Boom, right there. So yeah, just adjusting like so. Boom.
True, because the truth matters, and so does your case.
I really like your videos. I like editing my videos, but struggle for ideas sometimes, man. I feel you, bro. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a passion of mine for a while now, and struggle with ideas. What do you mean by you struggle with ideas sometimes, like in the actual software, or like beforehand, kind of conceptualizing the idea beforehand? Like, where does that struggle come in, if you don't mind me asking?
This is why.
Boom. So a little bit in the beginning, I'm just gonna drop that.
This is why you should never admit fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault. After an accident, you might be tempted to say,
And we're definitely gonna drop down the music, like 14.
I'm sorry, but those words can later be twisted. This is why you should never admit fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault. After an accident, you might be tempted to say, I'm sorry, but those words can later be twisted into an admission of fault, even if you weren't responsible. Let the investigation play out. Don't speculate. Don't assume.
Let's go. Omar's in here. I just made my night. You see my screen? Awesome. Thank you, brother. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, we're just getting some client work done. We're gonna bang out this, send it over to the law firm, bang out Bergio Sousa team reel with the Toys for Tots event, which should be pretty easy, pretty simple. And then I want to repurpose my long form video that I just posted yesterday, the camera movements guide. If you haven't watched it yet, please check it out. Spent a lot of time, blood, sweat, and tears in it. Omar's in it. Luke Toro joined. Good vibes. The expert. Yes, brother. Amen. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining. Only the best vibes in here, bro. I should have like some music playing, but I don't want any like copyright.
This is why you should never admit fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault. After an accident, you might be tempted to say, I'm sorry, but those words can later be twisted into an admission of fault, even if you weren't responsible. Let the investigation play out. Don't speculate. Don't assume. Let us review the facts, the police report, the body-worn camera footage, and the accident reconstruction. We'll do everything we can to make sure we get to the bottom of the truth, because the truth matters, and so does your case.
So typically I would go and pull some like stock B-roll to help kind of tell the story, but I think this is good as it is. I'm gonna throw a color grade on it and maybe add some B-roll that I shot the actual day just to fill in some gaps. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty good how it is. So how I go about color grading, how I believe you should all go about color grading is, make sure all this is lifted up above. So you're not color grading like the graphics and the extra things on the top layer. Go to your project, go ahead and grab an adjustment layer. Boop. Throw it right on top of your A-roll clips, right? And then on that adjustment layer. So what I used to do, I used to go to effects and do lumetri color, but the better way, the much better way to do this is to just go to lumetri color, and you have the lumetri color panel here, and it automatically adds the effects, and it just makes it so much simpler. I can't really describe it. Yeah, so it took me a while to get put onto that. So here we're just gonna go around and play with the curves, and you'll know you shot it right if when you just simply play with the highlights and the shadows and it already looks good. So it's looking pretty good. Maybe we could add a little saturation, a little contrast. But the main reason why we do the adjustment layer is because it does on all the clips at once. Instead of having to go clip, copy, paste, it just does it over everything. Yeah, it's looking good. So after I go to curves, I like to go into basic correction. And I just like to play with these sliders. I don't think there's really any reason to play with the white balance. The color temperature looks right to me. And then contrast, we can maybe play around with a little bit. Lower those highlights, get the sky back a little bit, and then bring back the shadows like in his face a smidge. And then just drop those blacks down. I think when you crush the blacks, it always makes the image look better. A little more cinematic. And if you really want to go that extra step, I would highly recommend adding a LUT. And how you would do that is you would add another adjustment layer on top of this one, and then expose each of the shots accordingly to the LUT, so you can get the real colors to pop. I'm not going to use a LUT on this. It's just not necessary for this video. But what I will add is a little vignette. So you just come to the bottom here and it just adds that little. It darkens the corners a bit. It's very subtle, but it just makes it look a little more cinematic. So boom.
This is why you should never admit fault after an accident, even if you think you might be at fault. After an accident, you might be tempted to say, I'm sorry, but those words can later be twisted into an admission of fault, even if you weren't
So we still have that sound effect going.
responsible. Let the investigation play out. Don't speculate. Don't assume. Let us review the facts, the police report, the body-worn camera footage, and the accident reconstruction. We'll do everything we can to make sure we get to the bottom of the truth, because the truth matters, and so does your case.
Money. That's great, and that's a finished video. Honestly, like I could play around with it, add more B-roll, keep continuing to do it, but
if you think you might be at fault. After an accident, you might be tempted to say, I'm sorry, but those words can later be twisted into an admission.
yeah. So boom, I'm gonna go export, never admit fault, final, match source, frame sampling, good. Make sure captions are turned on. Target bitrate 20, it's fine for socials. Export. And I'm gonna show you some sauce real quick aside from video editing. So if y'all need help coming up with captions, yes, we are gonna use AI, but there's a little extra step, a little sauce that I'm gonna show y'all. So if you come to text and you go to your caption, you go to your transcript, right? You can hit these dots, go to export text file, and then just save it wherever you want it, desktop, and then you can go ahead into ChatGPT, and then I have a project chat already here for the law firm. Hopefully there's nothing weird that I was looking up on ChatGPT that you guys can see. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and then we're gonna go and take that text file with the transcript from the video, and I'm gonna just paste it in there. ChatGPT already knows what I want because I've done it so many times. I asked for a caption, hashtags for SEO and engagement, and also an idea for a cover image. Boom. So, boom, that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this over to my guy, Scott. Scott Carlson, boom. All right. Boom, and then go Carlson Demir, final. Never admit fault. Boom. And so I just send him the video, send him the caption. I use ChatGPT a lot for my titles and also helping me create thumbnails. Nice, bro. Nice journey. Yeah, that's huge. I've tried the thumbnails and I don't know. I've found that I don't know. I feel like it's just not exactly the best. Here, let me just send this over to him and I'll speak on that. But I feel like I've yet to see ChatGPT really make me like a nice thumbnail. So one of the biggest mistakes people say after crash is saying, I'm sorry. Yeah. Boom. And then, yeah, so ChatGPT, super solid for like copywriting, but the images and the videos are like I think like halfway there. You know, I think it's gonna come, and maybe I'm missing something. Just mainly PNG files to add to thumbnails. Word. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. So you kind of do like the basic design, and then you can just have it. Yeah, craft your own custom. It's like almost having like outsourcing like a graphic designer on Fiverr. It sounds like that's dope. So I'm gonna start doing that. That's it. Yes, sir. Canva, home. So yeah, I have a project for the law firm, so we kind of have the same look. So I just duplicate it, boom. And so for this one, I usually will grab a still from the video, but saying I'm sorry after a crash. Yeah, so you never want to admit fault. So that's what this video is about. So not wanting to admit fault. You know, so I could even go to ChatGPT and be like, hey, what is a good thumbnail idea for not wanting to admit fault? So I can think in my head like maybe someone like with their hands up or like I didn't do it, but like I'm sorry, big red X. Police lights danger. I'm sorry versus talk to my lawyers. That's a good one. Yeah, I think we want to go for something simple here. So maybe some cop flashing lights, and here, let's go ahead and just look up don't admit fault, and then I go Google Images. Not okay, so that's a good photo there. Someone with like tape over their mouth. Let's see, and then another thing to look at. Shout out to my boy Dylan Peretta actually taught me this. You go to Tools, Size, Large. It gives you all of the high resolution images. Yeah, okay, so maybe we can take this and do like a red X on his mouth. But I don't know, it seems kind of corny with the coffee. Yeah, all right, I like this. So let's go save image as desktop. And images may be subject to copyright, but that's only if you're gonna use it for monetization. We're just using it for a thumbnail on Instagram, right? So you can use that. So boom, I'm just gonna slide that in. Boom. We'll probably use this guy. We'll do red tape X. Boom, let's try this out. Let's try the striped one, like this one. Shrink it down, rotate it a smidge. Yeah, I think I'm liking that a little more. Let's see if we can fit the other person, like at least like their hand. And then let's go back to ChatGPT and see what they gave me for a thumbnail concept. So I'm sorry. No. Don't say I'm sorry. The #1 post acts a mistake. Let the truth come out. This post could cause. Yeah, don't say I'm sorry. I think that works. Don't say I'm sorry. Don't be like BP Oil Company. I'm sorry. Alright. Boom. Yeah, like right there. And then maybe we can edit the photo, make it look a little more like dark, you know, contrast. Ooh. Highlights down, brightness down a smidge. I think a vignette will do some, yeah, like that. And I wonder if I went like this and then took that out. So it's not exactly how I want it, but so yeah, when I stretch it all the way out, I think I'm spending a little too much time on this. We're trying to fly through these. I think that's good. And we'll probably just stretch this bottom. Yikes. Yeah, that's good. That's good with the black bars. We're doing too much. All right. So boom, share, page 3. Done. Download. Okay, it's 6:19. When did this stream start? I don't know. Boom, we're going to go ahead and send him that. Don't say I'm sorry with the red tape on the mouth. And I will let you know his response. Typically, the clients I work with will give me quick feedback and say, hey, can you just alter this? Can you change this? In the caption and the thumbnail. So now we're going to go ahead and exit out of here. And I also do the posting for them as well. I do the distribution. So I have access to their social accounts. So I'll post on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go on to Premiere Pro. Boom. New project, this new AI powered object masking. I want to try it out. I haven't like played with it yet. Let's do Toys for Tots. Skip. And then we'll find it right here. Boom. Throw in all of this footage. Dope. Let's see how fast we can crank this out. So we'll just close these for now, just for a bigger timeline. How many people we got in here? We got 5 views. Let's go. 5 loyal peoples. And then these, we're gonna go ahead, Shift C. Put it on right audio channel.
more dog. We'll let them go. I got another one for you. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, tacos and tacos, toys, and holiday cheer. All right. You ready? Tacos, toys.
Ha 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 ha. Hopefully this looks good with the cars and everything in the reflection.
You ready? Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
Hey. So I paused there and then I switched my brightness. I'm gonna do a quick little match cut. Hey, that's you, oh my. It's cool just to see behind the scenes as my line of work is totally different. I respect that, bro. What's your line of work? I see you flying the drones. I think you fly the Meteor 75 Pro just like me, if I'm not mistaken.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
Boom. So let's see how it looks without. So, boom. We probably want to start right there. So we're definitely, what we're going to do is we're going to nest this and we're going to add speed ramps to it so it fluently, right? So we want as much natural motion as possible. Oh, it's dark. We're gonna need a lot of shadows brought back.
Join us for our Bergio Souza team.
So get rid of that. I'm in the mining industry. Dope. That's how I found you. Yes, the Meteor 75 Pro. Oh, that's a fun little drone. I got it right behind me. I haven't flown it in a little while. I want to get back out there. But I do have some exciting news on the way. I am getting a new FPV drone soon, so I'm very excited for that to come in. The tariffs. Woo! The tariffs were tough. It was definitely a hefty price, but yeah, it's a decent deal. But the mining industry, wow, nice, bro. Good for you. I'm sure there's a lot of guap in the mining industry. Like, what are you mining? Like, what type of stones are you mining? Like, are you like expanding caves and whatnot? Are you like mining like minerals? Like I know nothing about that, so it's cool to hear about that.
It's time for you to get ready.
So start it right there. So we'll end it right. We'll end it right there actually, and we'll find that frame like right here.
Well, you gotta stand in your place because you're the next line.
Yeah, I mean, with the speed ramp and the motion blur, it'll come together. I work in a gold mine in northern British Columbia, Canada. That's awesome, bro. Wow. You ever be working, mining for gold, and you hit a sweet spot and you just take some home? Nah, I know you definitely don't, but like what? That's very interesting, man. That's very interesting. Please tell me more. Like what is the use of gold? Is it for like jewelry? Like is it for like, I'm sure it's if you're in a gold mine, that's it's gotta be good money. So I'm just gonna get rid of the audio there, cause so we don't need any of this audio either. Just gonna get rid of that. Oop.
Annual Toys for Tots Holiday Extravaganza taking place this year at El Santo Restaurant in West Hartford Center.
Boom, and then quick wipe.
Great center. Great food, live entertainment, and tons of laughs. A fuck.
Ah, Omar. If Omar's in here, he's probably like, ah. Oh, he did it 3 times.
West Hartford.
Those takes were good by Omar. He just wanted to brush up the wording a little bit. Flam.
Great food. Great food, West Hartford Center. Great food, live entertainment, and tons of laughs. All helping kids have a magical holiday season.
Wow. Super whip.
So let's pack El Santo with generosity, holiday spirit, be there, bring a toy. Oh, what was the last one? So let's pack El Santo with generosity, holiday spirit, bring a toy, be there. Oh, that last line. So let's pack El Santo. Oh, that last line.
December 3rd, if you're in the area, come on down West Hartford.
So let's pack El Santo with generosity and holiday spirit. Be there, bring a toy, and make a difference.
Do I clip this somewhere? Yeah. 3, 2. Drink tickets. Bring an unwrapped toy.
I think he did it twice, so yep. Boom.
Bring a new unwrapped toy and get 2 free drink tickets. And there's always an opportunity to win amazing prizes.
Dope, Steve. Atta guy. Atta guy.
Opportunity to win amazing prizes.
Perfect. Right there, we'll end it. And I did grab some B-roll. I don't know if it'll be used. I was trying out some rolls here. Maybe we'll play around with that, but might not be necessary. And Omar Montalvo, what is this? Shooting some clips in the back seat, huh, guy? Dope. Yeah, this will be in my documentary one day. All right. It's all very low amounts, so we process a lot of material to make up for it. Our ore is only 0.17 grams per ton of rock. Interesting. We just ship concentrate mainly to China and Japan. That's so interesting. Wow. All I can picture in my head is like Minecraft when you're like, you gotta get the stone pickaxe and the iron pickaxe, and you gotta get the iron pickaxe to mine the gold. Obviously, that's just like so stupid of me to like correlate with it, but I know nothing about it. That's freaking awesome, man. We ship concentrate mainly to China and Japan. Wow. So since you're in Canada, since you're like trading with China and Japan, I'm sure the tariffs don't. I don't know if it's all of North America or if it's just the United States. Doesn't matter anyways. I'm just curious because, the tariffs are just kind of crazy. Wow. Double check the script. Is that in order? I'm driving right now. You're driving right now watching the stream, Omar. It's hilarious. I don't think it's in order. I think you're right. Thank you so much, bro. I think Dan was last. And I will pull up the script. Great point. And I will show everyone the script. It's important to create scripts when you are shooting content. Just to go off of. You don't have to follow it to a T, but just when you, here we go. Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer. Can you guys see this? Oh, dang. So, tacos, toys, and holiday cheer. West Hartford, get ready. Join us. El Santo and West Hartford Center. Bring a new unwrapped toy. Get 2 free drink tickets plus a chance to win amazing prizes. Always great food. Yeah.
It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Bergio Souza Team 5th annual Toys for Tots Holiday Extra Center.
Great food, live entertainment, and tons of laughs.
Oh, no. Okay, so
Unwrapped toy.
Steve was second. Yep. Good call, Omar. I got to go. It was good hanging out. I'll catch you next time. Thank you. Journey FPV 2025. You are that guy. I don't know if you're still on here, but I appreciate you commenting on every single one of my videos and just showing love always. So safety, brother. Enjoy that mining experience. Dude, you should get a camera and like vlog that. Like maybe like attach it on your head while you're mining. That'd be really cool content. Peace, bro.
Extravaganza.
And there's always an opportunity to win amazing
And then it was here, and then Dan was the outro.
prizes.
So let's pack El Santo with generosity and holiday spirit. Be there, bring a toy.
Entertainment and
Oh, no. Great food, great entertainment. Boom.
Generosity.
great food, live entertainment, and
It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Bergio Souza Team 5th annual Toys for Tots Holiday Extravaganza taking place this year at El Santo Restaurant in West Hartford Center.
All right, so now that it's chopped up, let's try to find a cool sounding audio. Maybe let's try Epidemic Sounds. Christmas lo-fi beats. Oh, my neck is killing. That might be the one. Maybe we might want something a little more upbeat. I was just thinking that too, Omar. I kind of like this one. I don't know if you can hear it. The Caribbean Christmas. Not too Spanish, but Christmas. Let's do Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Christmas Spanish. Snowfire. Topics. Ooh. Oh my, I put in reference track Feliz Navidad. And this is what. No. No. This is without the vocals, though. I kind of like that. I kind of do. That's pretty good. It's not very Spanish, but let's try YouTube. Let's try YouTube. Let's go. Spanish Christmas beat free. Too slow. Feliz Navidad. Like beat. Karaoke version. Should we try it? I feel like you can't go wrong with that. Official Feliz Navidad official drill remix. Hold up. This might be the one, Omar. Yup. Say less. Say less. Say less. Feliz Navidad. So 8 viewers total, 0 concurrent viewers. What's up? Why is no one in here right now? It's just me. Hey, it's all good. We're still gonna work. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. No juntos felicidad. Woohoo.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
Come on.
Tacos, toy.
Let's definitely drop the audio down on Omar and the boys a little bit, like a 6.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
And then right on that beat hit, I definitely want to speed it in.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
Yeah, oh, you hear that? Come on. Come on. I know you left and came back and heard it and was like, whoa. All right.
Holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
And then boom, right there. What up, bro? What up? Boom. So then what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, now here is where the sauce comes in. We're going to go ahead and nest that. We're going to lock that.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
Actually, I might want to bring this to like here so we can get a little before that so we can really ramp it. Before we ramp it, let's nest it. So, boom. So, let's go ahead and bring this up and then make this layer bigger. And then right on this,
Right through here.
boom. We're gonna, oop. So make sure you go here and then go to time remapping speed. I think the next video I want to do is like a speed ramping ultimate guide. And then right towards the end, I'm going to add another out point, and that's going to go back to normal speed. So I'm just going to crank this up to, say, 1,000. Let's see how that looks. And it's going to look a little laggy at first. And then make sure you time interpolation optical flow it. And then bringing this back one back, speed ramps the beginning clip, and then bringing this forward a little bit, shrinks it. Don't go too far, else you'll see actually take away from the end of it, and then ramp that out, smooth it out with these, and then kind of add some in and out points, and then render that bad boy, see how it looks. Oh, what the? Me muy confusoso. What the? Alright, I guess. What? Maybe I am not eligible to make that speed ramp tutorial like I thought I was. I don't know why I was going black there, but we'll just redo it. Oh, you know what I'm going to do, which is an extra step, but it really does help. I'm going to just export this and then throw it back in. Because sometimes when you nest it and speed ramp a nest, it messes up. So marking in and out points here and here. Boom. Going to export. Preset. Let's go QuickTime. So it exports as a .movie and you get that full quality. So it's a bigger file, but it's a very small clip. So it's okay. Max. And then, so yeah, we're just going to export that so we can actually play around with it. I'm going to name it speed ramp. And then let's just do it to desktop. So yeah, sometimes like Adobe can mess up a little bit. I don't want to blame it on Adobe, but when you nest, sometimes effects don't work as you would want them to on Nest. Sometimes effects don't work as you would want them to when you use the After Effects replace with After Effects composition. So fast, slow to show the restaurant, then fat. I like it, Omar. I like it. So what we're gonna do, so we just exported that portion out and we're gonna put it back in so we can actually play with it because the Nest was messing up. Sometimes it does that. We're just gonna disable the bottom clips, and I like what you said there. So it's gonna be like, and then slow, and then fast, slow, and then let's go, Omar. Great freaking idea, man. Because I was just gonna do fast the whole time. So making these points throughout the clip. So we want slow, fast. So boom, fast, 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 fast. Right as it comes into focus, slow, normal. Oh, but Eric was peeking around the corner like, it's all good. It just looks like they're busy. And then maybe on that, boom, right there, speed up. And then maybe another little slow right here, normal speed. Boom, and then fast. And then like all the way here back to normal speed. Beautiful. So now we have all these points, and then we know exactly, so I want to go, let's try 800. Typically, I mean, from my experience in real estate with the speed ramps, you want to go about like 800 to 1,000 for fast motion of like empty rooms and whatnot. But if it's a person, you want to go like 500 or lower because then it just looks kind of unrealistic. That's like the only tip I could really give out of the box right now. So just ramping these out. We're just gonna ramp them out, see how they look. It might not be exactly on beat, but that's okay. We can always play around with that later. And the hardest part about speed ramping in Premiere is like this part at the end here, because you don't want to, delete the end of the clip. I heard speed ramping in Final Cut is like butter compared to this. Like, it's so much simpler, but you gotta do what you gotta do with the software you got. All right, let's check this out. And I like to really stretch these out and try to make it smooth. That's how a speed ramp should be. All right. Yeah, I like it. Oh, I don't know if you're still in here, Omar. I think it looks good. I think we can sauce it up in After Effects a little bit with some flashes to blend it, and maybe that RSMB, the little motion blur. So let's try it out. I think that should low-key be a little bit faster. Let's try 1,000 there. And then let's bring that back a little bit, right on that hit, right on that kick. We want it to speed up.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here. It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Bergio Souza Team 5th Annual Toys for Tots Holiday Extravaganza, taking place this year at El Santo Restaurant in West Hartford Center. West Hartford Center.
Definitely want to speed that up a little bit. Boom. I think it's looking alright right now. I think there's some things to touch up. What time is it? 6:51. Alright. I think we might be going a little OT here. I wish I knew exactly when I started the stream. But that's all good. Here we go. Nice. Yeah, see, that looks so much better. Let's go optical flow with that.
Bring a new unwrapped toy and get 2 free drink tickets. And there's always an opportunity to win amazing prizes.
Great food, live entertainment, and tons of laughs, all helping kids have a magical holiday season.
So let's pack El Santo with generosity.
Holiday season.
Yeah, maybe speed that up a smidge too. There's a bit of a pause there, which isn't the end of the world, but you want to quick, snappy. Don't want to lose their engagement, so bring it up to like 500. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Nice, 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 nice. Optical flow ski.
Tacos, toys, and holiday
And
cheer is
I'm definitely gonna nest these and add like a quick zoom out here.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Bergio Susan.
Omar, if you're still in here, let me know if that's good looking, because I'm gonna lock that in, throw in After Effects, and add some like flashes and some motion blur to it. Could it be faster? Could it? Boom. I think right there should boom. And then bring that back. Feliz Navidad. And then boom.
It's time for you to get ready. Join.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Bergio Souza Team 5th annual.
So boom, boom. We're gonna go ahead and export this. Go speed ramp. Boom, desktop, QuickTime, export. And then just some extra sauce inside of Adobe After Effects is we are going to maybe stabilize it a little bit, add some motion blur to it, and add some flashes and some shake. And it should come out nice. So let's go ahead and throw it in there. New composition. Oh wow, so it looks like it did the whole, yeah, that's fine. Did I mean to do that? Did I? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, my neck. I think in Premiere I'm gonna make this like bring the shadows back a little bit. And then let's see what happens if I add warp stabilizer to it. Almost there. Not quite. I don't know if we drop that down to 5%. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. So I forget if I could show the audio waveforms. It don't matter, but so like right here I want to add a little shake. So window extensions shake sauce 2, and then matter of fact, I'm gonna go and add an adjustment layer on the top, and then go to keyframed, and then just add a quick right there. Can maybe bring that back like a frame. See how it goes from dark, and then right here. So the reason why we're adding the shake isn't so much to add on the beat, but more so to blend in where we stop shooting. I think we should add another one here though. And maybe a small one right here, potentially. Move it back a frame. And maybe just make it a little bit less here. Put 1. Make it a little less here as well. Go 100, 4, and 1. And then on the actual clip, we're gonna go ahead and throw RSMB on it, and it should look buttery smooth. Let that render. And then maybe another hit right there. Oop. I don't know why it's shaking so much there. And we need to copy these two. Paste them. There we go. Nice. There it is. So it kind of blends it all together. We'll go speed ramp, desktop, file, exports, add to render queue. We'll go QuickTime, RGB, okay, render. Oh, let's just name it something else. Speed ramp, 2 exclamation points. Render. hope it's not too much motion blur. Let's just see what it would look like if we dropped it down a smidge. Although we already exported it. So 0.3. And what if we actually added the After Effects motion blur? But if anyone is in here, I hope you're doing amazing. Yesterday, I just dropped the ultimate camera movements guide. I essentially what the sheesh. This was bugging out for a second. But yeah. I am actually going to re-export this because I think I like that a little better. Yep. I think the other one had a little too much motion blur. Very small, picky thing, but... So speed ramp. 3 of them. Render settings. QuickTime. And you only want to export in H.264 when it is the final render. If you're gonna put it back into your project and continue working on the clip, make sure it's in QuickTime. It's a little bit more lossless. All right. So boom, just throwing this right on top. All right.
Right through here.
Nice. So that compared to this. Still looks good, but just with the shakes and the flashes.
It's time for you to get
Bingo bongo. All right, so here.
tacos, toys, and
Initially, we thought maybe having Santa cruise by and drop off some presents real quick. Omar, if you're still in here and you're down to get after it tomorrow, let's let's do that. But I'm just gonna make one more edit here, maybe add some of the B-roll in, and then color grade it and call it a wrap. And the logo, obviously, branding. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and nest these clips. And then go effects, transform. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Definitely. Oh my goodness gracious. Low pass. Feliz Navidad.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
Looks like it jumps a smidge there, so to just clean that up, I'm just gonna drop the opacity down and just match this bottom layer. Real simple, real quick, boom. When we brought it into After Effects, it must have scaled down a bit using those effects. No biggie. And then we'll just
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
should we kind of have them fade in a little bit is what I'm thinking, like a little bit of a maybe a little bit more.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer. Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here. It's time for you to get ready. It's time for you to
Oh boy, oh boy. Same thing here. So you just kind of overlay it, drop the opacity on the top, and then just match them up. And then you set a keyframe in the beginning for the position and scale, and then just bring it back out. This one's 50. No, I guess it's 100. Oh, I guess I forgot to make this 1080 sequence. That's all right.
It's time for you to get ready. It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Bergio Souza Team 5th Annual Toys for Tots Holiday Extravaganza taking place this year at El Santo Restaurant in West Hartford Center.
Bring a new unwrapped.
So of course we're gonna add that swoosh. Swoosh.
So let's pack El Santo.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here. It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our
All right, it's color grade.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
So this one I'm thinking I'm going to add, boom, go window, Lumetri color. Oh. Go to creative, look, browse, and just throw a LUT on there. My boy Jack's Films. Let's go 4. I usually like this one. Not looking too good. Let's try 11. Usually like this one. Much better. It's just so dark in there, so we're gonna bring the intensity down to like probably, we'll keep it at 100 for up to here, and then we'll drop it down to 32. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. So these clips are the same, so we're just going to go to curves. that freeze frame of Omar is hilarious.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
Cool. And then here it gets darker, right? So these are separate, so we're gonna play with the curves differently on these. And then even dang, you can't even tell where.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
I'll probably just do it right here. But yeah, just making a new adjustment layer, labeling them differently. I don't know what that frame substitution was all about. Oh no. It looks like my SSD drive popped out. Yeah, but yeah, it's still rendering. I'm going to save it and restart Premiere. That was weird. What is going on, chat? If anyone's still in here, please drop something in the comments, in the chat. Throw some W's up in there. How long have we been going for? I wish I could see. Oh wow, it looks like the live is a little bit behind because I can see it. So you guys are gonna see this like 10 seconds after. All right, boom. Let's go ahead and get this thing back open and going. Finish this.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
So yeah, definitely want to bring these up a lot. We'll go exposure up, say about 1.3, contrast up, highlights, shadows, boom. Whites we'll bring a little bit back, blacks we'll drop down a smidge, hopefully. And maybe bring the saturation down just a hair because his face looks kind of red. Or we can go to curves, Hue Versat. Pick on his face and then just drop it down a smidge.
It's time for you to get ready. It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Bergio Souza Team 5th Annual Toys for Tots Holiday Extravaganza taking place this year at El Santo Restaurant in West Hartford Center.
Bring a new
And so we already know we're gonna have to change the look for this one for my guy Steve. Might as well honestly just reset that, bring the exposure up a bit. Highlights up a bit. Shadows, blacks. Saturation down ever so slightly. It looks good to me.
In West Hartford Center.
Bring a new unwrapped toy and get 2 free drink tickets. And there's always an opportunity to win amazing prizes.
Great food.
Alright, this one I am going to reset across the board. Ooh, maybe we'll keep that red saturation down. Menos manos felicidad. Ooh.
Great food, live entertainment, and tons of laughs, all helping kids have a magical.
We might actually want to drop the LUT down a little bit as well.
Great food. Great food, live entertainment, and tons of laughs, all helping kids have a magical holiday season.
So let's pack El Santo.
Ordenos cuandos felicidad. I do not have a lick of Spanish in my body. I don't know if anyone here has. I know Omar has. Yeah.
So let's pack El Santo with generosity and holiday spirit. Be there, bring a toy, and make a difference.
Cool. Just gonna throw in the branding here. BST logos. Bada bing, bada boom. And we might just let that play out. Drop the song down. Let's check it out.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here. It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Bergio Souza Team 5th Annual Toys for Tots Holiday Extravaganza taking place this year at El Santo Restaurant in West Hartford Center.
Bring a new unwrapped.
I think we could drop down the LUT a little bit here. And then play around with the curves a little bit to add a little more contrast. Yeah, there we go. the LUT isn't really hitting inside because LUTs don't hit when you don't have a lot of light. Alright.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here. It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Burgio Sousa Team 5th Annual Toys for Tots Holiday Extravaganza taking place this year at El.
Well, yes. I like that a little better. Yeah. Yeah, so honestly, LUTs are only good when your exposure is like dialed in. Like here, we got enough light, it works. You know what I'm saying? Like it just works out here. Don't want to play with that anymore, really. And then the last thing I'll do, just to kind of tie it all in together, is throw an adjustment layer on the tippity top. Add some vignette.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here. It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Burgio Sousa Team 5th Annual Toys for Tots Holiday Extravaganza taking place this year at El Santo Restaurant in West Hartford Center.
Bring a new wrap toy and get 2 free drink tickets. And there's always an opportunity to win amazing prizes.
Great food.
So we did have a part where Steve actually, but I think that looks good.
Great food live.
Let's see if we can help Omar out here and drop that down as well. Yeah, that LUT wasn't doing it indoors. That LUT was not schmitting indoors.
Great food, live entertainment, and tons of laughs, all helping kids have a magical holiday season.
So let's pack El Santo with generosity and holiday spirit. Be there, bring a toy, make a difference.
Dope. Those wipes just look so good. One more time.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here.
I think this segment could use a little more contrast. When I say contrast, I mean just playing around with the highlights and the shadows.
Tacos, toys, and holiday cheer is what you'll find right through here. It's time for you to get ready. Join us for our Burgio Sousa Team 5th Annual Toys for Tots Holiday Extravaganza taking place this year at El Santo Restaurant in West Hartford Center.
Bring a new Bring a new unwrapped toy and get 2 free drink tickets. And there's always an opportunity to win amazing prizes.
Great food, live entertainment, and tons of laughs, all helping kids have a magical holiday season.
So let's pack El Santo with generosity and holiday spirit. Be there, bring a toy, make a difference.
Love it. Gonna shoot this over to them right now. So, making sure that the in and out points are set. Don't want to export the whole thing like a dirt. Said these clips, I just don't think they're essential. I really don't. export, call it TFT, export to my SanDisk hard drive, new folder, final, create, save, H.264, match source, render at maximum depth, not maximum render quality, optical flow when you're speed ramping clips, and ideally, yeah, so we're actually doing this at 4K, so I might bump this up to 40. Yeah, let's do a 40 bitrate, which increases the file size, but it's a little bit crispier. All right, export. Alrighty. We're gonna upload this to Google Drive, and then we got one more thing to do. And that is revisit my video that I just posted yesterday, the Ultimate Camera Movements Guide, and we're going to post part 1 of it, the intro, basically breaking down what is camera movement, why do you use it, and you know what a static shot is just the portion we're gonna export, like the first minute 30, and we're gonna post it in parts throughout the week. So let's go, boom, Google Drive, Sergio Sousa, Extreme SSD, TFT, final, boom, ski-doom-ski, in 7 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Thank God for Wi-Fi. Alright. Cool. Uploaded. Let's go ahead and share the link with the boys. Copy link. Boom. Do da dippity. Oh my goodness gracioso. And then exit out of this. And let's go ahead and check out that camera movements guide. And I might have to relocate all the media because I just threw them all into one folder because it was taking up so much room on my desktop. So it might do it itself. That'd be great if it does. And it looks like it did. Fantastic. Fantastic. Lovely. So let's just find 2 in and out points where we want to use.
Every morning when you wake up, you're already a moving camera. When you turn your head to check your phone, that's a pan. When you look up at the light, that's a tilt. When you bend down to tie your shoes, that's a pedestal. Your head is the original camera. I've been using camera movements for years in my video production business. I didn't even know what I was doing. But once I actually studied them, it changed everything. Today, I am breaking down every essential camera movement in the most simple, practical way possible. What is camera movement anyways? The words camera and movement pretty much sum up exactly what it is, but if I had to give it a definition, I would probably say any form of motion within that frame that is physically within 3D space or is optically within the lens. There are infinite amount of combinations you can do, but they all come from a few simple types. And the best part is, once you learn these foundations, you can bend the rules to create your own style. Okay, so before we hop into the first section, the first movement, I wanted to quickly talk about you can bend the rules to create your own style.
I think I might want to end it there, so I'm just gonna mark an out point. Let's just rewatch that real quick. Cause I could talk about the tripod on the next one.
Every morning when you there are infinite amount of combinations you can do, but they all come from a few simple types. And the best part is, once create your own style. Okay, so before we... Your own style. Okay, so before we hop into the first section, the first movement, I want to quickly talk about no movement, a static shot on a tripod that you are sitting on right now. So if I was to explain why we use camera movements, I would ask you one simple question. Is the shot you're seeing right now enough? Maybe not, maybe it is. I do not want to downplay a static shot. What is
Yeah, I think that'll be part 2, and this will be part 1.
combinations you can do. Then the rule is to create your own style. Okay.
Yep.
Create your own style. Okay. Style.
So let's just go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate this sequence just in case we make any adjustments. I'll do camera movements. Cam movements. New. And so yeah, just get out of there. So we can have that as a backup essentially. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna take all this up to here, and I'm gonna cut the adjustment layer, and I don't need this, so I'm just gonna move it over here for now. I'm going to cut this and cut this, and I'm going to grab everything here. I'm also going to shift select and grab everything over here, and I am going to exclude everything after and hit shift U, and that's going to create a subsequence. I'm going to name this reel 1. So now I just have the intro in a new timeline. And then I'm going to go to sequence settings, and just flip it so it's vertical. And all I have to do is just reformat it for the vertical. So the adjustment layer, let's go ahead and rotate it 90. Boom. And then I'm just gonna highlight everything. And then go and select fit to frame. This will delete existing keyframes. You want to continue? Yes. Let me try fill frame.
Every morning when you wake up, you're already a moving camera. When you turn your head to check your phone, that's a pan. When you look up at the light, that's a tilt. When you bend down to tie your shoes, that's a pedestal. Your head is the...
So just kind of going like this, and then I'm just gonna up this and just throw a Gaussian blur on that. Real simple. Nothing fancy.
I've been using camera movements for years in my video production business.
It's looking pretty good. Maybe punch it in a little bit. We can go ahead to view and use my guide template for vertical 1080. We'll do vertical rule of thirds, and we'll just kind of, that top line should be aligned with my eyes as like a technical standpoint.
I don't even know
what the?
I've been using camera movements for years in my video production business.
Oops. So yeah, I nested that and I made a jump cut. So let me just take that out. Just redo that. Go to fill frame. It's gonna get funny. All right, boom. What the? Command C. I'm gonna paste the Lumetri color there.
For years in my video production business. I didn't even know.
All right, so this needs a little more brightness. Not that much. We're gonna go to remove attributes here. And then we're gonna paste them.
Video production business. I didn't even know.
So we can scale all the way up to 200 without losing quality. Well, it does look like a quality loss a little bit. So maybe I'll do an 80.
What I was doing, but once I actually years in my video production business, I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even know what I was doing. But once I actually production business, I didn't even know what I was doing. But once I actually, I didn't even know what I was doing. My video production business, I didn't even know what I was doing. But once I actually studied.
As I was making this and I was kind of hearing what I was saying, I'm like, I'm just taking this too serious. We gotta make this a little bit funnier.
But once I actually studied them, it changed everything. Today, I am breaking down every essential camera movement in the most simple, practical way.
So here, we're gonna have to take this, nest it. Uh-oh. What are we gonna do here? Maybe take this and go to fit to frame. Bingo.
Simple, practical way.
And then just, oh, that actually looks kind of cool. But, my goodness. We're gonna scale it up. We's gonna scale it down about 89. Effects, Gaussian blur that thing. Oop, not the scale, we want Gaussian blur. Bingo.
Camera movement in the most simple, practical.
Ooh.
Practical way possible. Simple, most simple, practical.
So it does that sometimes. I think if I put it at,
Yeah.
if it ever does that, just put it at half quality right here in the playback resolution, and it should fix it. But remember to switch it to full before you export. Alright, so let's go here and let's just go fit to frame.
What is camera movement anyway?
All this, fit to frame. I'm getting a call right now. Hello? Hey, what's up? No, what's up? I'm on a live stream right now. I can make time. What's up? Yeah. Okay. Mm. 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 Oh. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just messed up. Yeah, it's tough. But yeah, do you think I could wrap up this live stream and then call you back? Alright, I will call you back in just a wee bit, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. I love you. Alright, bye. Alright. When family calls, you gotta pick up. So we're gonna wrap this up. Looks like we're almost there.
I would probably say pretty much anyways. The word
Alright, so all I'm gonna do here. Oh, my neck is so sore. I think we're just gonna take this and then just, yep, Gaussian blur it. It's just the most, in my mind, it's the most simple way to repurpose long form content is to keep it horizontal in that vertical format and then just scale up
but if I had to give it a definition,
on the bottom. Oh, who's this ugly individual?
I would probably say any form of motion to give it a definition.
Actually, I think I might want to keep this out and then here I want to punch in 150. Boom. Let's just lower it a smidge.
I would probably say any form of motion within that frame that is physically within 3 or is optically within the lens. There are infinite amount of
I don't know why that looks so awful.
there are infinite amount of combinations. There are infinite amount of
Anybody in here, drop something in the chat. Ask me a question. Let me know how your day's going. My day did not start off good at all. I woke up feeling a little groggy, a little sick, and you know, I persevered through it. I woke up, I went for a walk, and I actually felt good. And then okay, so and then I don't know, it's just kind of my day kind of just I don't know why this is moving like this. I go in the nested sequence and it's there's no keyframes. I think I'm just going to hit remove attributes. Just transform. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of felt like Dookie today. Long story short. And I didn't get my day started until, well, I didn't get my deliverables started until I started this live stream. And I just kind of want to talk on the fact that, you know, I'm no motivational coach, but you don't always feel 100%. when you don't feel 100%, you still gotta show up.
And the best part is,
I truly believe in that, and I am in a very blessed situation to be able to kind of work and get my work done when I want to, right? Being a video editor, it's a blessing. You know, working for myself, it is a huge blessing. A lot of client work, and yeah, I'm blessed. So here, I think we're just gonna add a quick boom, and then watch full video on my YouTube. Watch the full video on Mailman Media's YouTube. Yikes, my typing is atrocious for some reason. And then I go to properties. If you just double click on that, it should bring it up, or you go to window properties. And then we're gonna bring it right smack dab in the middle. We's gonna highlight it, and we's gonna center it, and we's gonna smack it back in the middle. Watch the full video on, yeah, something like that. Let's change the font. Monster at extra bold. Yeah. Center it again, and then maybe make it all caps. Looks good to me. Maybe have it come in around that beat drop. Camera movements pack now available. And then just dropping down the font a smidge, centering that as well. Exclamation point. Like, go get it. So like a very subtle call to action. Don't want to do too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keyframe the scale, go back. I'm just gonna drop the scale down. Easy ease that. So it kind of zooms in quickly. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could just copy and paste it, but I'm just gonna go boom, this again. And then I'll probably just nest them. Super simple trick just to keep things engaging. Nest what you got, scale it, drop it down, and then bring it back, just so it has that constant zoom, which I did just make a preset for. Nice. And then I'll probably just fade in my Mailman Media logo. Mailman Media. Mail truck logo. Boom. And see if I were to just Command C, Option Command V to paste attributes. Select all of these and then hit OK. It should do a quick. I'm supposed to. Let me come here. Go Command C. Command C, right? We want to get that scale, and then you come here. Option Command V. Oh, and then motion wasn't selected. That's why. Boom. So now I should do it. Don't know why it didn't. All right, we'll just do it manually. Usually you should be able to copy and paste frames. My bad. Drop that down. Do the same thing. Ease in. Reza Williams 9400. I'm getting tired of video editing. Thinking about moving to something else. Thank you so much for sharing. Honestly, I was kind of thinking the same thing during this live stream. I'm not gonna lie to you. It does get tiring. Like my neck hurts and just sitting here, it's like, tweaking mad things back and forth. I think what makes it more fun is doing different projects and having workflows and doing it in passes and having presets and just getting feedback from like clients who really do respect your work and want to work with you. That's just my take on it. You want to think about moving to something else? Is it still in the creative niche, in the creative field, or like something completely different, if you don't mind me asking? Please share, because I'm gonna hop on careerbuilders.com. Nah, I do love video editing, but it does get tiresome. I feel you on that, Reza Williams. Let's check this out.
Every morning when you wake up, you're already a moving camera. When you turn your head to check your phone, that's a pan. When you look up at the light, that's a tilt. You bend down to tie your shoes, that's a pedestal. Your head is the original camera. I've been using camera movements for years in my video production business. I didn't even know what I was doing. But once I actually studied them, it changed everything. Today, I am breaking down every essential camera movement in the most simple, practical way possible. What is camera movement anyway? Simple, practical way possible.
So this, we gotta add a scale up and a Gaussian blur. I definitely feel you on that though, Reza Williams. Been only doing wedding editing. Maybe I just try other categories. Yeah. Ooh. I mean, wedding editing is tough, man. Is tough because for like 7 years. Nice, brother. Nice. Yeah, I've shot a bunch of weddings and I've edited a good majority of them. Weddings are tough, man. That is a real work of art. It's one of those editing niches that is truly a form of art, where like making videos for businesses or real estate is more technical, and it doesn't need to really, like, it tells a story for sure, and the better story being told, the better. But weddings need to, there's a standard set, and like music videos, there's a standard set, and it needs to really be artistically pleasing. Whereas in a real estate video, it's like, okay, I'm shooting this at this frame rate, at this aperture. I need to shoot this drone shot of the front of the house, the kitchen. I'm doing this movement. Whereas weddings, it's like, I guess it could be kind of calculated too, if you've been doing them for a while. But I don't know, man. Please share your thoughts on wedding editing. Other categories. Burnout is real here. Hey, I hear you, man. Wow. I hear you, man. I don't know if I got much advice, man. I was pretty burnt out around last year. I tried to do like a 30-day challenge where I posted something each and every day. And at the end of that, I think it was the most burnt out I've ever been. I'm like, is this even like worth it? Like, all this work I'm doing. I would just say, like, have a bigger end goal in mind for what you're doing. So like, you're not just a video editor, you're working towards like working on big movie sets, like whatever fuels you or drives you, like lean into that more. And like what I'm doing now, the personal branding content kind of like fires me up as like music videos used to, and they still do. But yeah, man, I mean, I was working for like a media company, and I was just doing straight talking head reels for like over 2 years. And I definitely got burnt out, and I was doing them for other people because that was kind of like my niche, and then it was just like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I would definitely say try, because people say stick to one specific niche, like go super hard in one specific niche, in video, in editing. But I don't know, man. Like I fly drones, I do real estate, I work with lawyers, I do the branding, I do music videos, and I think having all the different kind of styles has helped me, like using the same workflow but having different styles. And I know I'm just going off on a tangent here. You're probably like, whatever. But yeah, man, that's just what I would say.
Every morning when you wake up,
Try it out, man. Try a different form. Like edit something that you want to, like not for money. You know what I mean? Like just try it out. Like try a different style out. Like just for instance, like if you're listening to the same music for a while, just listening to a style of music that's completely different than you usually listen to, and then you go back to the music you're used to, it just makes it so much better. It's just like, and you can learn new techniques. Like this is for more for like producers. Rick Rubin said that. Like maybe try doing a completely different form, a completely different medium of video, right? Just to play around with it. And even if you don't do a good job, even if you don't like it, and then go back to wedding editing, you might pick something up. You might learn a new like workflow or a style that you can incorporate, and it just, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I was thinking about picking up a camera and try something different. Really wanted to learn social video editing, but I'm kind of stuck in between all the wedding projects I have. Amen, bro. Thank you for sharing that. I felt like I have been stuck in that cycle for forever. Like a mentor of mine, Brian Delamata, he teaches like I'm in his community on how to sell digital products, and like these kids are crushing it, like making their own personal branding stuff. You see that's what I'm doing now. But I'm swarmed in client work, and I'm thankful for all the opportunities, right? But it's like, when do I get a chance to breathe and try something different? Like I want to focus more on doing like 3D work, like in Blender. I want to be ahead of the curve with AI, but like I don't have the time to really try new things. I completely can relate to you there, Reza Williams. Send me a DM on Instagram, Liam J Coleman 3. I would love to talk more about this. Just a good conversation with a fellow creative, and I'd love to see some of your wedding projects. So all I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna tie it together with a nice old vignette. Oh, looks like I already did it. Talking too much. Did I? Does it look good? Yeah. All right.
every morning when you wake up,
All right. Let's export this, and I'm gonna throw this on my Instagram. Losing my voice.
when you wake up, you're already a moving camera. When you turn your head to check your phone, that's a pan. When you look up at the light, that's a tilt. When you bend down to tie your shoes, that's a pedestal. Your head is the original camera. I've been using camera movements for years in my video production business. I didn't even know what I was doing. But once I actually studied them, it changed everything.
Chronicles of Cinema. Shout out my Uncle Pete.
But once I actually studied them,
Yeah.
it changed everything. Today, I am breaking down every essential camera movement in the most simple, practical way possible. What is camera movement anyways? The words camera and movement pretty much sum up exactly what it is.
I think I might want to go from here, boom, and then maybe punch this in. You feel me? No, because if I nest that, it's gonna mess up the, yeah. Honestly, that could be okay. Hold on. No.
What is camera movement anyways? The words camera and what is camera movement anyways?
Can't do that.
What is camera movement anyways? The words camera and movement pretty much sum up exactly what it is. But if I had to give it a definition, I would probably say any form of motion within that frame or is optically within the lens. There are infinite amount of combinations you can do, but they all come from a few simple types. And the best part is, once you learn these foundations, you can bend the rules to create your own style.
Yeah, this text is a little ugly here. Watch the full video. Full video. There we go. It looks a little bit better. I wonder. Oh, it's alright. Yeah.
Every morning when you wake up, you're all every morning when you wake up. Every morning when you wake up.
Do you stream often? Saw your stream thumbnail on my YouTube home. That's what's up, bro. I'm glad I'm popping up on the algorithm. I wish I did it more. I truly wish I did it more. Short answer, no. But I'm going to attempt to do it more because it kind of helps me lock in and make connections, you know, like yourself. And I think it's just good to just, you know, get my face out there. I'm gonna definitely try to do it more. So let me go camera movements guide part 1. And then we're gonna go to properties and drop the font down. Alright, and then go boom, boom. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Or lady, I don't know. I don't know what you, if you were a boy or a girl, doesn't really even matter anyways, but yeah. Gotta do this more often. Most of my content that I post here is most of the content I do is like drone videos, like flying my FPV drone.
Every morning when you wake up, you're already. Every morning when you wake up. Every morning when you wake up, you're already.
Yeah, I think that's pretty simple. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I fly my FPV drone most of the time on my YouTube just because it is something that I love to do so much. And I found that to be the easiest to just produce a lot of content. But I've just been so busy, just like you with the weddings, that I kind of slacked. And now live streams are just easy because I can just turn the camera on and just edit and just chill. So I want to do this more often. It's like doing the work but also making content at the same time, just a double whammy. One more time. All right, one more time, and then we're exporting.
When you turn your head to check your phone, that's a pan. When you look up at the light, that's a tilt. When you bend down to tie your shoes, that's a pedestal. Your head is the original camera. I've been using camera movements for years in my video production business. I didn't even know what I was doing, but once I actually studied them, it changed everything. Today, I am breaking
That's silly.
every essential camera movement in the most simple, practical way possible. What is camera movement anyways? The words camera and movement pretty much sum up exactly what it is, but if I had to give it a definition, I would practical way possible. What is camera movement?
Make it a little bigger, huh?
What is
Just say like a 62.3.
what is camera?
We'll make this 62.3. 62.3. And then we'll kind of slowly go down. So we'll do this 60, 60, 55, 55. So it kind of like slowly scales out. And then 50, 50. Now that should look clean. Yeah, nice, nice. That should have been done in the full video. I'm 30 years old, man. I really enjoy watching people editing. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, I think that's what got me into it. Brian Delamata, Max Novak, this kid Tiny Tapes. I'm kind of blanking right now. But yeah, I'm in a community called Creators Pass with like a whole bunch of people who like make videos on editing and do tutorials and have like digital assets. So I've been pretty versed in like immersed in like the community of kind of doing this. I would highly recommend it. Just next project you got, record yourself, see how it comes out. Maybe don't even post it. Like just talk to the camera. And we used to play video games like World of Warcraft. I lost interest in them, but I still watch people streaming games, enjoying it more. Yeah. I mean, live streaming editing could be pretty dry. Like just the fact that you said you enjoy it is awesome to hear, because I've heard the complete opposite. It's like, yo, bro, no one's gonna want to watch you do that. So it's awesome. World of Warcraft, man, that's what's up. My girl plays League of Legends. I used to play a whole bunch of Call of Duty. Zombies was my favorite. MW3, Infected was like my shiz. But yeah, bro. Madden, big video game head, big gamer. I think we're gonna add a slight zoom to this. Oh no. That's not what we want. I think we're gonna add a slight zoom to this.
Check your phone, that's a pan. When you look up at the light, that's a tilt. When you bend down to tie your shoes, that's a pedestal. Your head is the original camera. I've been using camera movements for years in my video production business. I didn't even know what I was doing. But once I actually studied them, it changed everything. Today, I am breaking down every essential camera movement in the most simple, practical way possible. What is camera movement anyways? The words camera and movement camera movement anyways?
That's cool.
Camera and movement pretty much sum up.
Maybe a slight zoom on this. Just little teeny tiny tweaks here and there. Try to keep people engaged.
Camera movement anyways. The words camera and movement pretty much sum up exactly what it is. But if I had to give it a definition, I would probably say any form of motion within that frame that is physically within 3D space or is optically within the lens. There are infinite amount of combinations you can do.
Same thing with this. Just keyframing that at the end. Making it a little bit smaller in the beginning, and then just easing in. Just slight zoom in, just like I'm talking about in the video. Slight dollies, just to...
There are infinite amount of combinations you can do, but they all come from a few simple types. And the best part is, once you learn these foundations, you can bend the rules to create your own style. Every morning when you wake up, you're already a moving camera. When you turn your head to check your phone, that's a pan. When you look up at the light, that's a tilt. When you bend down to tie your shoes, that's a pedestal. Your head is the original camera. I've been using camera movements for years in my video production business. I didn't even know what I was doing.
I low-key think it needs captions. So, transcript, graphics, oh boy. Create captions from transcripts. We'll go 14 single lines. while this loads. I should try recording something. Got to pick up a camera. Really getting into buying a ZVE1 or some Fujis. Yeah, those are both a great kind of entry idea for sure. I would say go for it, man. Have you dabbled with like shooting before? Like, have you shot a wedding, or you just edit? And do you work for a company editing weddings, or are you freelance? So we're just gonna touch up these captions here. Go Monster at black. Throw it right there. Probably don't need any of these.
That's a pan. When you look up at the light, that's a tilt. Using camera movements, head is the original camera. I've been using camera movements for years in my video production business. I didn't even know what I was doing. Video production business. In my video production business. I didn't even know what I was doing. But once I actually studied them, it changed everything. Today, I am breaking down every essential camera movement in the most simple, practical way possible. What is camera movement anyways? The words camera and movement pretty much sum up exactly what it is. But if I had to give it a definition, I would probably say...
Yeah, real simple captions.
Every morning when you wake up, you're already a moving camera. When you turn your head to check your phone, that's a pan. When you look up at the light, that's a tilt. When you bend down to tie your shoes, that's a pedestal. Your head is the original camera. I've been using camera movements for years in my video production business. I didn't even know what I was doing. But once I actually studied them, it changed everything. Today, I am breaking down every essential camera movement in the most simple, practical...
And then I'm just gonna go hit Shift G here and just kind of fade this last one out.
In the most simple,
Yep.
practical way possible. What is camera movement anyways? The words camera and movement pretty much sum up exactly what it is. But if I had to give it a definition... If I had to give it a definition... I would probably say any form of motion within that frame, any form of motion within that frame that is physically within 3D space or is optically within the lens. There are infinite amount of combinations you can do, but they all come from a few simple types. And the best part is, once you learn these foundations, you can bend the rules to create your own style. But they all come from a few simple types. And the best part is, once you learn these foundations, you can bend the rules to create your own style.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I think I'm Gucci. I'm freelance. A friend of mine shoots wedding video. Been to wedding with him a few times. Awesome, brother. Awesome. I think I know the basics. That's what's up, man. Yeah. It's really not that complicated. Exposure triangle. Oh, there goes my light. I think it's time to wrap this live stream up. How long have we been going here for? My light just died. How do I see? 2 hours and 30 minutes. All right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap it up here. You're a freelance. A friend of mine shoots wedding videos and been to a wedding with him a few times. I don't even know if you guys can see me. I'm probably way too dark right now. I think I know the basics. Nice, brother. That's all it takes. And that's literally what I was just talking about in the video, is like, once you know the basics, the foundation, that's really all you truly need. Like, you don't even need to know any special movements or effects or anything. It's just having the eye for it and being able to tell a story, man. I'm no expert. I just kind of just do what I gotta do and do what feels right, what looks right, what sounds right, and try to communicate other people's self-expression and message as best as possible. That's what Mailman Media is all about. That is the core center of my business, is just helping people express themselves organically, real. Um, However that may be, whether it's shooting, editing, adding VFX, adding an establishing shot with a drone, adding an action shot with a drone, um, helping another fellow creative editor with my presets, whatever it may be. But yeah, that is about it. I'm gonna export this and upload it on Instagram. If you're watching this right now or on the rerun, please, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Go follow me on Instagram, Liam J. Coleman 3, and my business account is Mailman Media. I'm going to be posting this as well as all of the other small clips from the Ultimate Camera Movements Guide on Instagram, to try to get people to see it more. Kind of promoting it on short form socials, because that's what everyone likes to see nowadays, the quick engaging stuff. No one wants to sit down and watch the whole full thing. So that's about it. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night wherever you are living on the globe, and thank you so much for stopping by. Peace, love, and happiness. Happy creating. And